What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. And for this one, man, I had a lot of you guys requesting to see a comparison between Scarlet Witch and Psylocke. So that's what we're going to do today, boys. Stage 39. We're going to take them both in, and I want to show you guys who can clear the fastest. Now, I wasn't really going to do this comparison simply because I know that it's heavily in favor of Scarlet Witch. She's a tier 2 native with a uniform and the ability to keep enemies mind control for the entire duration of the fight. It's heavily in her favor. But since I did it for Jean, a lot of you guys have been requesting that I do the same thing for Scarlet Witch as well. So that's what we're gonna do for today, boys. Let's get it. Damn, I got barely any damage there out of the 5th. It's so weird, like sometimes you'll hit the proc on Scarlet Witch's 5th skill and it will take off like a bar and a half, and other times it will barely make a dent. It's just so inconsistent. Yeah, I really need to line up the proc better. Yeah, I'm getting it like at the very end of the skill. That was better. That was much better. That one was a little bit better as well, so we got just under a bar. Yeah, that one was terrible. I'm kind of wondering here if I gave Scarlet Witch too much help by giving her Phil Coulson. Because for the next run, I'm actually going to run Ancient One with Valkyrie, with Psylocke. That was actually a nice one, almost a full bar. But I'm not sure if that's going to make it balanced because Coulson is also giving Scarlet Witch some additional crit rate. But Ancient One is going to give Psylocke a much better leadership than Wanda, because Ancient One's tier 2 passive will also come into effect to boost all of her skill damage as well, and to get some additional ignore dodge. Not that Ebony has that much dodge anyway. But I really don't see Scarlet Witch losing this, even if I took Coulson out of this team, put Valkyrie in, and gave Valkyrie to Psylocke. Just because of the fact that she has the 10-second mind control, so there's basically no gap where Ebony can escape unless he goes into a cutscene. Whereas for Psylocke, there's always about a second, maybe a second and a half, where Ebony Maw can escape, and if he jumps into an iframe, then you have to try and catch him again. But once you lock him down, it's still pretty easy to play when you're using Psylocke. Both of these ladies are freaking awesome. Great DPS, very, very good survivability. Obviously, since Scarlet Witch has a guard, damage block, and healing with Reflect, she's definitely superior for PvP. And obviously right here, you can see for yourself, man, Ebony can't move. He literally can't move. So it looks like we're gonna be able to wrap this thing up. If I was able to land the proc properly, we could have been done this already. But it looks like it's probably gonna take us another maybe 30 seconds to wrap this up. Yeah, I didn't catch the proc there again. Nice, we caught the proc, but we didn't line it up properly. So, all right, so we got it, boys, with a minute 43 to spare. So we're gonna jump out of here really quickly, and then we're gonna try it out. I was hoping that we would get some Cosmic Cube fragments, but no such luck. And we'll see how well Psylocke does compared to Scarlet Witch. I really don't think she's gonna be able to do this in 3 minutes. So we're gonna grab Ancient One after we grab Valkyrie right here. And we're going to use the exact same strikers And you know what? We'll throw in Scarlet Witch just for additional mind control. Alright, so we're gonna have to be as aggressive as possible. 3 minutes, guys. We gotta get this done in 3 minutes. Oh yeah, one thing I forgot to mention about Scarlet Witch that makes her so much better in this stage compared to Psylocke, 4 of her 5 skills actually reduces the enemy's defenses against mind damage. And those effects actually stack and they apply to world bosses. See, we didn't go through this phase right here with Scarlet Witch because she was able to just keep in mind control all the time. But with Psylocke, you almost always have to go through this. That was so close, I almost got hit by that purifying wind. I believe Psylocke's 2 skill also works against world bosses, but because I have Scarlet Witch in here, I can't test it. It's a similar effect to the 4 skills that I just mentioned about Scarlet Witch, where it decreases enemies' defenses to mind damage, but I can't tell whether or not it's Scarlet Witch that keeps hitting and applying it to the boss, or if it's my Psylocke's 2 skill. I'm gonna have to test it out a little bit further. Either way, it's helping Psylocke do more damage. Yeah, so almost 2 minutes down and we got 9 bars to go, boys. So unfortunately, Betsy, she can't win this one, guys. She can't win them all. And I'll be kind of salty if she beat my Wanda, because y'all already know Wanda's my #1, guys. Proxima is my day 1. Wanda's my #1. I'm not sure what number I'm going to give Betsy just yet, because it doesn't feel right giving her the #3 spot. But I don't know if I can put her against my Proxima. You know, I have a really big bond with my Proxima as my first tier 2 native that I ever built. You know, she got me through some rough times. My girl's putting in work, but she's not going to win this one. So it looks like it may have been a better idea to give her Phil Coulson and give Valkyrie to Wanda. But even so, I still don't think that she could have beaten Wanda with 100% damage proc. I'll show you guys the build at the very end, because I have done this stage with her before with She-Hulk's lead and Phil Coulson, and I believe the fastest I was able to do it was with about a minute left, right? So still not that close to what Wanda had left. Wasn't Ancient One's lead, but She-Hulk's lead is actually pretty close to being identical when you're talking about someone who's a fully elemental character like Psylocke. So yeah, it looks like, ooh, this guy is trying to get a hit in. I just realized we haven't been hit at all with either one of these characters. That's how safe they are. Like, wow. Neither one of them lost a single bit of HP. Or at the very least, I couldn't tell if Wanda lost any, because I started at full health, finished at full health. Psylocke doesn't have a heal, so she hasn't lost a single bit of HP just yet. I feel like the only time Psylocke will lose HP when you're using her in World Boss Ultimate is if they can penetrate, damage immunity, or hit you while you're in an iframe, or those stupid toxic meteors. So you guys are seeing it. It's coming down to the wire here, but this is definitely not the best she can do. because like I said, I've done this with almost a minute left using Phil Coulson and She-Hulk. Did we get some fragments? Nope, still no fragments. We got a booty box though. But let's get out of here, guys, and I'll show you all the build for both of these guys really quickly. So just to give you guys an idea of how these characters compare to each other, you can take a brief look right here. Their overall stats are actually pretty similar. Besides the fact that my Scarlet Witch is rocking 24k for energy attack, everything else actually looks very, very similar, as you guys are about to see. Right here for her Urus, you can see for yourself, it's a mixture of energy attack and critical damage with a little bit of critical rate sprinkled in. And like I mentioned before, one of the main reasons why she deals so much damage is because her 1, her 2, her 3, and her 4 actually reduces the enemy's defenses, and it's stackable. So that's part of the reason why she deals so much damage. For her ISO set is actually a little bit weaker than Psylocke. 25% all attack when it activates. I believe my Psylocke actually has 32%, but she does have a significantly better damage proc than my Psylocke. No mind damage here, and ideally I should change this to give her double mind damage and a 200% damage proc, but Scarlet Witch can be guard broken, so that's part of the reason why I haven't changed this yet. Ideally though, you want immunity to guard break, mind damage, and a 200% damage proc. Uniform is at Mythic, and you can see for yourself, I own all but one of the uniforms for her, and I'm about to buy that one really soon because I keep seeing it pop up for uniforms that I care about. For Psylocke, the major difference between the two characters is actually going to be their energy attack. So Psylocke only has 19,000, but everything else actually looks identical. You can see for yourself, Uru-wise, it's a mixture of energy attack and critical damage, skills all at 6. Similar to Scarlet Witch, she has 1 attack that will actually lower enemies' defenses to make her a little bit stronger. Similar ISO set, however, her damage proc on the ISO set is actually a little bit higher, but her damage proc on her Obelisk is actually significantly lower. But that's all I have for this one, boys. Like always, thank you so much for watching. Hope it was informative. Hope you guys now have a definite answer, because like I told you, boys, man, Scarlet Witch is still the queen, boys. She's still the queen. But Betsy is pretty damn close to the top, guys. Thanks for watching. Peace out.